Oh, okay.
It's elemental tribal.
5-color elemental tribal.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, there's some stupid elementals now. But the question is, like, are we going to make it a land deck? Because a lot of the elementals are good with lands. We could check it out.
No, I think we could keep it mostly in elemental tribal stuff. Because there's a lot of, like, tribal-y things that we could run.
Mm-hmm. So what are you thinking for a name?
Um... Hmm. You may play target elemental card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost.
It's pretty
I don't
good.
think we're gonna. Don't think I'm gonna do. Don't think I want to run it into like graveyard shenanigans. I think we're just gonna play like elementals.
Well, I think we should play the one guy that dumps a card every turn, like the Quasali guy. I don't want to play like Barrett. I don't want to play like anything else that dumps stuff, but I think just playing him is good because at least once a turn we can tutor any elemental from our deck and cast it for free.
Well, not
Because
free. It's
well,
still 5 mana.
yeah, but what is that in a 5-color deck? My Timeless Lotus, my Bloom Tender. Like what does that mean in a 5-color deck? What is 5 mana? My Chromatic Orrery. Who dis?
I'm about to call because this deck I feel is being a
Because I
hell to
have
make. I'm
never
gonna
seen
call
this
it.
commander been played before. Horde of Notions, yeah. What did you make it? What's the name?
I was saying what we call it, like, because it's gonna be hell to build this. Is gonna be hella mental. Not gonna lie, I think we should actually put together the land and ramp base for this maybe a little bit first, and kind of see what we have available, stuff that's related to elementals, and then start looking at elementals that might go into this.
Well, no, because my problem is if we want to put in particular lands, like if we're gonna play triomes or anything like that, then we should like we're only gonna
more
play.
so gonna look into like probably playing like as many 5-color lands shenanigans as we can.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So like, well, you're saying like command tower, like getting all that out of the way. Command tower, Bloom Tender,
Path of Ancestry, Exotic Orchard,
Path of Ancestry, Cavern of Souls.
We actually have a funny one from this set called Primal Beyond. Never thought I'd ever actually have to pull this card out. It's such a cool art. It's such a cool artwork too. Go put Primal Beyond.
Primal Beyond.
Yeah, read that bitch.
Oh, not below. Oh, it's elemental related. That's funny.
Yeah, it's any color for elementals. Or just make
the World Tree.
Yeah, the World Tree.
It's funny that I've like had to tell Tom to stop playing like Dryad of the Elysian Grove because like 5-color decks have gotten so many cards like Chromatic Lantern. We've gotten Chromatic Orrery. We've gotten Timeless Lotus.
Mana Confluence.
Chromatic Orrery. Timeless Lotus. Bloom Tender. Mana Confluence.
Is this a Timeless Lotus deck?
I got Timeless Lotus right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mana Confluence. It's Bloom Tender and what's the other one? The 3-mana one?
Oh, right. Oh, fuck. I know exactly what the one is. It's 3-color. Fey Burrow Elder.
Thank you. Savala, Fey Burrow.
Gigantha seems pretty good in this.
Chromatic Orrery. Giganta?
It's Jeg.
J E
EG.
G.
It's the companion.
Oh, that one. Yes. Oh, it's an elemental. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's look at what we got here first. Definitely an Arcane Signet deck. Let's get that out of the way.
What about Leyline of Mutation? Because it kind of does what our commander does, except it's from our hand.
Sure.
It's one of the new Leylines.
Oh, and the guy I was talking about, the Kosali, what is it? Oh, we could also do Fists of Suns. Do you want to play that? It's the same thing as what you said.
Yeah, one of the new elementals called Shroud Stomper looks really cool. 5/5 Death Touch. Whenever it enters or attacks, each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life and draw a card.
Cool. Let's just type in Omnath. Right?
Yeah.
We definitely want this one, right? We definitely want this one. And that one.
I think we just don't want this. I think the 5 color and the mono color are the ones that we don't want.
Yes, I agree. I think it's just the lands ones. We're probably gonna fit fetches in here.
Risen Reef, we definitely need.
So took out Cradle and Growing Rights and Chariot, added 3 visits.
But you could have kept left Growing Rights in.
We were just saying, like, you know, Gaia's Cradle is not like a low powered card in a token deck for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, the Nature's Lore 3 visits are really good in your deck when you play the Surveil Land and Tropical Island and everything, because, yeah, it's really strong. Especially with a 4-mana commander, you get it out on turn 3 very consistently.
It makes elementals, but I think it makes Forest Dryad, so it only makes green mana, and we really need to kind of get all of our mana. But it would work really good stuff with, like, Risen Reef and some other elemental shenanigans. Like, for example, Smoke Braider is another great card. I love this.
Wouldn't my commander work in that deck since it makes lands? Which deck?
The one we're building right now. Because his commander is an elemental, and it makes a bunch of Forest Dryad. But it makes Forest Dryads.
The GOT?
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's for each time you've cast it from the command zone, right?
Well, no, since you cast your commander, so it doesn't even have to be the commander. That's the cool thing about how it works, is it just checks if you've cast your commander
Cool.
In general.
Did we get all the 5 color shit? The World Tree. Oh, I guess Reflecting Pool?
We could, because if they cap for 5 colors.
Not that one! What the hell is that?
It's from the Mystery Booster.
Jesus Christ. Guys, for the love of God. Okay. Were you missing anything? We could play more of the Cavern of Souls lands. Okay. So if this can be an elemental stack, then Chew Lane for sure. Beast Whisper. Guardian Project. The Great Henge. I feel like elementals get big, right? So like a Rishkars.
Yeah, we could do Rishkars.
In return of the Wild Speaker. And since there's no budget, last March of the Ants.
So there's some really cool elementals that, like, I've always really liked and I never really got to put or use anything.
Hold on, should we get like some of the tribal stuff first? Hold on to that. So it's like Kindred. Hold on, Kindred.
But it's like Kindred Dominance and Kindred Summoning are the two I would run.
Kindred Dominance and Kindred. Wait, not Discovery?
No. Because we
The
again,
draw?
those are mandatory, and I think it was way better draw that we could run than Discovery.
Yeah, but it works with enter, so it works with tokens as well. I don't think we're gonna kill ourselves with it.
I think that we have way better draw options than Kindred with 5 color than that.
No, Kindred's
Like even a Rish
gross.
Car's expertise, I think just a Rish Car's expertise on its own is going to be better.
Not in a tribal deck. Kindred is enter and it's
And
enter
attack.
for copies and attack. Yeah. So it's definitely better than just a Rishkars for a tribal deck.
Because you're going to draw. Well, because Rish Car's power, no. Like I mean, Shamanic Revelation.
Morphon's not bad. Yeah, you're right. Morphon the Boundless.
Maelstrom Wanderer is a really cool elemental.
Oh, I love that one. Yes, we gotta start getting our elemental count up. Is there any other tribal cards we want to play?
I mean, there's a weird one with Pyre of Heroes, but I don't know if you'd want to run that. I don't like Door of Destiny.
Do we want? Hold on. Ultimatum. I want Ruinous, but do we want Eerie?
Oh, Tom, Leyline of the Guild Pack.
Leyline? What is that? Oh, the Land Fixer.
Yeah, that also makes everything every color,
Yes.
and it makes everything every color. All right, some cool creatures. Also helps with mana fixing is Smoke Braider. I actually used to run this in original Omnath when I had tried to build it more elemental tribal.
Cool.
Incandescent Soulstoke. Incandescent Soulstoke is actually real cool in this because not only is it buff, you get the show and tell a creature basically, and then it sacrifices it, which is in your graveyard now for our commander, which is a really cool interaction that we get to cheat something in, get the effect.
Derek, I think this is the only graveyard card I want to play. Because I think this is the only one that's good. Because with our commander, having a once a turn... Remember, because our commander casts it without paying its mana cost for 5. So, like, that's a really good effect to have at least once a turn.
Flamekin Harbinger is its 1-mana tutor.
Like that. Flamekin Harbinger. Also, if we're killing with creature damage, then Zopandrel is good. Like the guy that doubles all the power.
You want to make people really miserable? Is it? It is. Solitude.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Because you evoke it, let it sacrifice,
and then it goes to grave. I think that makes the blue one good as well, right? The one that can be a counterspell and bounces something. The blue one. Definitely not grief or fury.
All right, no, so this is a little weird how that works. So Horde of Notion gives it an alternative casting cost. So when they have an alternative casting cost, we can't evoke them from the graveyard. So then they just enter and get their ability. So we can't do it again without something to sack out.
That's still fine. It's either a free removal or it's just a good elemental. It's still a 5-mana elemental that is a Swords to Plowshares.
True.
It's just not a bad one.
It's like, oh my god, Derek, you can't use it every single turn. It's terrible.
It's garbage.
That's like, it's also the same with like Null Drifter, the annihilating Null Drifter.
Should we play the blue one as well? Or I feel like, is it subtlety? Is not bad. It's like a counterspell, right?
Is it? I don't remember.
It's when it enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 target creature spell or planeswalker spell. Its owner puts that on the top or bottom of their library. So for 4 flash flying. I think it's good.
Wow, Rottenmouth Viper. That's a brutal one.
Rotten Mouth Viper. Rotten.
Yo, read this, bitch. I don't remember this card. I think it's from the Bloomborough.
Rotten Mouth Viper.
Oh, they make it one word, Rotten Mouth, and then Viper.
This is an additional cost against the spell. You may sacrifice a non-land permanent spell. Ew.
Right?
Ew. Okay, so definitely gonna be Archmage and Sun Quan deck.
There's gonna be a what?
Not Archmage. The thing that gives everything flying.
It's archetype of imagination.
Is that
Actually,
an elemental?
Tom, there's no, I think actually I don't know. There's another funny one we actually could run. That's probably just as good.
What is it?
It's called Torrent Elemental. Whenever it attacks, tap all creatures defending player controls.
I like that.
So
That's
if
really
we're going to an attack strategy, it does the same thing
that's
and
great.
it fits the theme.
No, that's great. And it is flying.
Yeah.
I like it. Sign me up. So I added Unnatural Growth and Zopandrel as like kind of win cons.
You know what's funny? Oh man. Maha, it's Feathered Knight, that creature that makes all opponents' creatures have base toughness 1.
Well, we'll play it. Why would we not?
It is an elemental.
Why would we not?
Nyxbloom Ancient's an
It's
elemental.
another thing that basically says they're not going to block us. Oh, well, we're going to play Nyxbloom anyway, so. Nyxbloom, Mirari Swake.
Animar is an elemental.
That's a dumb one. Soul of the Elements? Ew. Ew. That's a good one. Ugh. Get that shit out of here. Teferi's Protection? That's a good card, I've heard.
How many basics do you think we're gonna run?
I'm gonna imagine not a ton. Because we said we're going Elemental Tribal, not like Landfall Tribal, right?
Well, it's more so there's a ramp creature with Fertilid, because it's the remove the counter, get a land.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But we could also return it from our graveyard after we remove its counters and keep using it over and over again.
But for a 5-color deck, I don't think we're gonna play like. I just prefer to play a better land base.
Vigor is an elemental, but we can't. The only thing is we can't play that from our graveyard. Oh, Ashaya. Ashaya is an elemental.
Vigor's so good though.
It is.
Why can't we play it from our graveyard?
Vigor? Because it shuffles in if it goes in the graveyard from anywhere.
Ah, I see. That's fine.
Yeah, it's the one down. They want it so you couldn't reanimate it.
Wait, is our commander say sorcery speed?
It says you may cast it, so it has to do a proper timing.
But if we had like a something.
Actually, let me look up its current wording because it says play, and that doesn't really mean much anymore.
No, I think play means sorcery speed. But if we had like a ley line that like could make us play at any time, right? Then we could do it. Not that we're playing those cards. We're not going to play those.
Actually, I gotta check something now.
Because it doesn't say as a sorcery. But play usually has to follow the stipulations. Because you know Urza can't be used off your turn, right? Unless it's an instant. And I think Urza's worded exactly like that guy.
Wait, sorry, 1 second.
Oh, Derek, Muldrotha. That's an elemental. Oh, that's a good one I've heard. Is it a Shia an elemental? What do you think about a Shia? Derek,
I love a Shia.
should we play it or no? It does make the mana ramp. I don't see why not, right? Does it say anything about the timing?
Uh, I'm reading it. What's especially like if an effect specifically instructs or allows players to cast a spell during resolution, which is the effect, he or she does so by following the steps and rule over. Except no player receives priority after it's cast. That spell becomes the topmost object in the stack. And look, so the key thing here from the graveyard is. Um. All right, so the ruling of it is you cast the card during the resolution of the ability, so normal timing permissions do not matter. So you could use this effect at instant speed.
So you can get vigor?
Yeah, so you can get vigor because when it goes to the battle, it goes to the graveyard, and its effect triggers to shuffle in because there's a triggered ability.
Gross.
You do get to put it back into play.
Cool. All right, we definitely need some more elementals.
All right, so let me get back into
We currently only have, because I can check now.
How many ETBs effects do you think we're gonna have?
Why, you're thinking Yarok?
Yeah. Oh, or Soul of the Harvest
Probably
is an elemental.
not enough.
All right.
Soul of the Harvest is probably fine. I like Soul.
Roaming Throne's a cool elemental.
Roaming Throne. That's a dumb card.
Realm Walker is kind of cool. I actually like that because it lets you cast them off the top.
Yes.
Foundation Breaker is kind of cool. It just is an elemental that destroys artifacts or enchantments, but it's
and
got
then you can evoke it, and then we can kill two things.
We could also just play Muldrotha.
I put Muldrotha.
Okay, because we could then in that since we could keep doing that.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. Play Commander, play Muldrotha back, use Muldrotha effects. That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare scenario. That's Grindfest.
Bramble Familiar.
Is this gonna be this thing that we're gonna?
Yeah.
Is this gonna be a Glasspool Mimic deck?
We could. No, we're probably gonna be running a bunch of enchantments, so like Bane of Progress probably isn't a good idea.
No.
Thicket Crasher gives other elementals trample.
Thicket Crasher. Sounds good. Thicket. Got it.
Don't like that one. That feels so risky though, but that's kind of cool. It's called Slither Muse. When it leaves play, I guess you can invoke it. You choose an opponent that has more cards than you, and you draw equal to the difference.
Okay.
Cavalier of Thorns might be actually kind of cool because it does put stuff into your graveyard.
Aren't all the Cavaliers elementals?
Was that?
They're all elementals, right?
Yeah, they all are.
Thorns. Are any of the rest of them good?
Not for what
Not
we're
really.
doing.
Enters, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on the top of your library. When it dies, shuffle it into your owner's library and scry 2. No, not very good.
You know, maybe 5-color Omnath isn't the worst, because at worst it's still just like a draw card a turn. Beginning of your precon main phase of the top card of your library, you may reveal that card if it has 3 or more color mana symbols. If you do add 3 to your mana,
This one's the locus of all.
Yeah, because it puts it into your hand regardless of the card. And maybe it's just worth it. It's just like an extra draw, and at worst, maybe it at best it does get it. And then you don't want to lose unspent mana. That mana becomes black instead. I don't know. We have a lot of high cost stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
We probably should look at some lower cost stuff, right? Or just early game, just going to be like super ramp, just to make sure we get our colors all set up and fixed, and then we just start playing big things.
I like the sound of that.
I almost want to build a deck around this card now. Irritant Maelstrom, destroy each creature that isn't all colors.
Derek, please.
What?
What is it called?
No, we're not playing it. Stop.
What?
We're not playing it.
Oh, it's bad?
No, it's bad.
Okay.
It literally wipes our whole board outside of our commander unless we have like the one ley line in play that makes all of our stuff every color. I mean, I still like Mold Drifter just in general.
Yeah, why not?
And maybe even Shriek Maw is still worth it.
Oh, the kill spell? Yeah, why not?
Fecund Green Shell. Tell me what you think of this thing.
What is it? Spell? Say it again?
Fecund.
Why am I not typing? Fecund. Green Shell. What is this? As long as you control 10 or more lands, creatures you control get +2/+2. When this or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters, look at the top card of your library. If it's a lane card, you put that card in the battlefield. Sure.
I mean, it doesn't trigger on a lot of our stuff, honestly, but it triggers on itself and like one other card.
Cavalier, Beast Whisperer, Tulane. The GOT. Realm Walker, Savala. And Zopandrel. It's still fine.
Not. What about Beza, the Bounding Spring?
Ooh, Beza's an elemental?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's Elemental Elk.
Nice.
It's a cool card.
No, it's insane. It does everything a magic card can do.
Yeah, it's the most white Magic card ever. I was making a joke the other day at work talking about Magic cards. It's like I like how like green and blue are like draw 20 lands, draw 20 cards, put every land into play, every creature into play, make your life total 80, and slap your opponent. While white is like you may draw a card if it's Tuesday, it's an eclipse outside, you jog for 5 miles, and you pet every cat in a 2 mile radius. Then you can draw a card.
Yes. Yeah, green things.
How many ETB effects do we have?
I don't think we can play Yarok.
Not Yarg, I was thinking about just even for like Flicker Wisp, because at least Flicker Wisp is also pseudo removal.
No, I don't like Flicker Wisp.
I don't like that.
It's good in like 1v1s, but like getting rid of one token is like not really doing it for me. Commander games are too long for Flicker Wisp to be impactful unless you're playing a Flicker deck. Like if we were making a Troxa, that'd be a different story. We should play some fetches to make the Omnats, like, work with it. I guess this would be an Urza's Cave deck, so that you can get the World Tree, right? I feel like that makes sense. And then worst comes to worst, you can get a command tower, or, And then we'll work out what fetches we're going to end up playing when we look at our colors.
We also run Ingot Chewer because it just eats up an artifact. Get rid of someone's very powerful soul rings.
Sure. Get rid of all the treasures. Bang, bang.
I know, right? Tangled Florahedron. Our boy is an elemental.
The boy. The MDFC. That's a lot of creatures. But how many of them are elementals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically, could be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Technically 24 because it works with our commander. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I think we're good. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. 39.
A lot of elementals, my dude.
What is Zoran Frostfang? Is he just
It's a snake.
That's it?
Yeah, not a serpent, because that matters.
Is Coma not an elemental? Is there any busted elementals that we missed?
Ones that deal with landfall, I kind of avoided.
Broken.
Like Royal Elemental. Green Warden, I didn't look at.
Derek, why are we not playing Royal Elemental? We don't need to be nice. It's not our deck.
Titan of Industry.
Oh, yes, we definitely play that. That's actually good.
Like I said, Bane of Progress is the destroy every artifact and enchantment.
Yeah, no, no, not in a 5-color deck. Yeah. Where, like, your enchantments are, like, the best thing in your deck. Oh, there is Voice of Resurgence. That's kind of a funny one. What about Voice of Resurgence?
No, because it's only... so its effect is only if
Derek,
it's on...
Risen Reef? What are we doing?
That was, like, the first card I said.
I don't think I added that.
Well, that's your fault, because I said it. That was the first card I said is the most important one right off the bat.
I missed it.
Bad, Tom. Bad. That's the best one.
Oh, and there's Ancient Green Warden, but I don't know how much that's going to matter.
Like I said, it was like both Green Wardens.
And
Yarok,
Avenger isn't really going to be relevant.
because we're not really super into landfall.
Nope. There's some bad elementals.
Because there's been elementals since the beginning of the game, basically.
Elementals went through a phase.
No, none of them have phasing, Tom. Ugh, so stupid.
Oh my god.
No, there probably is one that has like phasing.
I bet. Do you know what the most played creature type is? Or most printed, I mean, sorry. Not played.
Is it elves?
And
Is
it's
it?
by a long shot. No, it's not elves, no.
Oh.
And it's by a long shot. There's two that are the highest. One of them you've played. And that's the second most played one, and the most played is like humans by like a long. Most printed is humans by like a long shot, and then the other one's wizards because wizards and humans have been printed since alpha.
Yeah.
And the problem is that humans and wizards get the treatment where it's like a human knight, a wizard like they get put on other cards as well. A lot of the time, so they get like double the printing sometimes. My bad on the Risen Reef.
Bad time. I'm totally judging you.
My bad. Alright. Let's get into I put a rift in and it's a Teferi's protection. How much like protection do we want playing here? Do we think that's good enough?
What was that?
Do we want to play any counter spells or anything?
No, I don't think we're. Maybe we like run one or two just to have in case, but I don't think that's the kind of deck we're playing.
I think the Teferi's is fine.
Yeah, it's more so. Yeah, we play more so protect our board and make sure that we get to keep doing what we want to do.
I have the Ruinous and the Kindred, so like, I think we're good. Okay. Now we gotta look at the color. And I actually want to probably add fetches to this one. Oh no. Okay, so almost entirely green. And then it's an even split between black, blue, white, and red, pretty much. Blue being the highest. So Simic the highest. And then black, then red. Or no. Black, white, and red are tied.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. They didn't really print too many like black and like good black and white elementals.
Okay. So what do we? Oh, we need to add ramp. Oh my god, this deck is gonna be so over.
Yeah.
Soul Ring.
Oh, another. So, are we gonna go land ramp or maybe just more like artifact based ramp? We already have a bunch that we kind of need artifact based. I guess we could run a few. It depends what we do.
Yeah, I don't feel like you do land ramp. I guess like the only ones I would want to play is like a Farseek is good. Because it can get anything. And then like Nature's Lore and 3 visits, but that's it. Because they can also get triumphs.
So we got patchwork banner is really cool in this deck. Because it has for any color and also gives our elementals +1/+1.
And then
how many land types do you think we'll actually manage to hit? Do you think we'll actually hit all of them?
yeah, probably most of the time. Why?
But it's interesting. Never mind. This is a bad card. It's Prismatic Geoscope. It has Domain, so basically it would tap for all 5 colors if we had all land types. But we need the actual land types.
Yeah, we can do that. It's a 5-color deck. We can make that work. That's easy.
I still like Felwar Stone because, again, it's usually going to cover most of our colors. There's also You know, it's kind of funny. I keep forgetting to bring this up, but whenever we're building, it's only one color though. Never mind. Um, in decks like these, I always forget that you could totally build gates as like a land base and get all 5 colors pretty easily with a lot of the gate like cards.
Yeah, I don't
It's really
think.
awkward to do.
Yeah, because
Like you have to set it up that way, but
Yeah, like we could have definitely did that, but we could definitely do that with like a different commander. Uh,
it's a funny joke is that one of Marty's least favorite decks I play is my gates deck.
yeah, it's hard to interact with. That's why.
It's just lands. He's like I think I don't like it just because I know it's inevitable. There's nothing I can do to stop it because you're just gonna play lands and get there.
Yes. Okay, I think we're good on the rant. So what lands do we want to add with the colors that I said? A majority green and blue, and then a pretty even split for the rest of them. With black being slightly. So definitely the Sultai Triumph, right? Zagoth?
Yeah,
Zagoth?
Zagoth Triumph.
We should probably play all of the lands that have the Simic colors. So like probably the Bant one, right? Spar's headquarters.
Yeah.
Is there another one?
Nah, because there's only Oh no, it's yes right, Ketria Triumph. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think all those are good. And then
So maybe like the shock lands that cover those most of those colors. We do need to get all the colors though.
so we should we could I mean we could play all the shock lands, like that's not a problem. And then we could play some fetches as well. But like we don't have to cater to like one card in our deck. Like we could just play a good land base. Like if we just want to play all the battle bond lands because we like those more. Like
I do like the land type one, the shocks, just because we do have that one card now with domain.
oh, and also the 3 visits Farseek and yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could play all the shock lands.
So stomping ground and breeding pool definitely are probably like our top 2 ones, right?
Mm-hmm. And then white as well. Or no. No, it's Simic and yeah.
Temple Garden is the green white. What's like all the ones that have green paired with it in Overgrown Tomb? Yeah, so all those are the ones that are like paired with green, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we can do like a Misty Rainforest. All the green fetches, I guess. Wooded Foothills. Verdant.
Windswept Heath. Oh, what if I like the Hedge Mage because again it surveils.
Yes. Okay, got that. Okay. So our colors again are basically green and blue and then black. And then white and red. White, red, and black are like the same. Okay. So should we run more of the surveils?
More of the
Or like
well, if we do the ones with green in it, so
we could do duels. I mean, they didn't say a budget.
Oh right.
And a lot of people like proxy duels and they just play them. Like I see a lot of duels in most of my games, except when I'm at stores, but like not so much when I'm like just at friends' houses. But
So it's Tropical Island.
I mean, you know what? No, We shouldn't add that because they're probably actually going to make this. What else should we add? Should
Well,
we just
because we
add
do have some
more of the
graveyard
surveils?
interactions. Yeah, I think we just add more of the surveils.
Yeah, so the rest of the ones that work with... So the rest of the green.
So, Lush Portico, I guess, is this card.
Yep.
Commercial District. Underground Mortuary.
Yep.
You think it's worth it just to run at least one of each basic?
Yes. And probably some more forest, maybe. I don't know. Okay, did I get them all? Let's check. So we got Forest Island, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot Plains, I think. Okay, we have 3 MDFCs. So we only need a little bit more lands.
You could run Yavi Maya just to get a little bit more green fixing.
I got that already.
Urborg. Don't know if the swamp's matter really.
We could run it. There's no reason not to. I guess. But is there better lands we could play?
You can also run Three Tree City. I mean, at worst, like...
Yes. Well, wait, I might have added that. Hold on. Let me check. Oh, no. Yes, we definitely play that. So we only need... It's not that many more lands. We only need... Because we have 3 MDFCs, so we only need 3 more lands.
We got Reliquary Tower, right?
No, I did not add Reliquary Tower, so yes, we can add that.
And Command Tower?
Command Tower, yes.
Do we get Path of Ancestry?
Yes.
Do you want to do, like, Secluded Courtyard as, like, one of the other, like, those effect lands?
Sure.
And the Unclaimed Territory is the other one, if you want to add that one. All right, before we go to the next part, I just gotta hit the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
So be right back.
Hello, everybody. That actually isn't as many cards as I thought we would have had to cut. Hello. So yeah, we're definitely going to start in creatures because I don't think any of the artifacts are getting cut.
All right.
It's definitely starting in creatures because I don't think any of these artifacts are going to get cut.
No, I
We have
agree.
49 creatures.
No, we have to go down on creatures a lot.
We actually don't need to cut that much. It's only 13. It's not that
Okay.
much. It's going to
Still
be...
probably gonna be most creatures.
Yes, so... Anything we don't like here?
Um.
I think I kind of like all this.
Yeah, imagination would be my one cut if I had to pick a cut, but
Well, our main win con is to kill them, and our creatures are not like so threatening that we're just going to be able to kill everybody, even with an unnatural growth. So the unblockable
well,
is like
unless we get Omnath in play
which I'm
and
not.
starts buffing the one that starts buffing the boys.
Yeah, but even with that, like it's not gonna stand up to like a dragon deck or something. Like
That's very true.
there are much bigger creatures that we have to avoid. Like that's why we've put this and Sun Quan in every creature related deck. Like because unblockable it just means that
Because
you.
we have an elemental unblockable creature now that we get to run in this too.
Yes, we're running all three, and then we have our one haste enabler, which is the elemental, the Maelstrom Wanderer. So.
Beza is okay.
Yeah, we don't 100% need
It's
it.
not, it's like at best we want it to do is draw a card, but if our thing is going well, we'll have the most cards in the hand. So then it's just a 4/5.
No. Yeah, we don't need it that much.
Wait, go up this. I still want to see that row because we didn't see that row. We only saw the top two.
What these?
So Cavalier, I like. True Lame, I guess we keep Fabro. Fecund Green Shell. It is a buff though because it's all creatures, but we have to actually get to 10 lands.
Yeah, which isn't like. I mean, it's not impossible between Risen Reef and Chulame, but we're not running any tutors. Aside from the Flamekin.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about it?
No, we can cut it. Whatever.
What do you think about all these?
Ingot Chewer is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if there's not a good element to hit, it's or I mean artifact to hit, it's just like whatever.
But yeah, but my argument to keep it is like we're
There's a lot of
subbing.
good arguments.
Well, it's just like we don't have a lot of removal, and he's just gonna be like our constant way to kill something if we block or whatever.
I think GOT, while it's kind of cool, his bomb effect doesn't affect our creatures because it's only land creatures. I like Maelstrom Wanderer. Masha is another thing. More fun is really cool. Muldroth is good. Muldroth is good. Maybe the 5-color on that. And it's just like an extra card a turn. There's a reason he's only 32 cents. I like. So the first Omnath. How much landfall do you think we're actually going to get?
Even if we just play a land a turn, I mean,
And
like,
it's four,
yeah, I mean,
it's 4 life. It's the second one that we really want to trigger. Which I guess is very doable with some of our other creatures, and if we have a Shia in play, it pops off.
Ashaya, Risen Reef, Chulane, and we play 5 fetches.
Okay, maybe it's worth keeping then.
I think it could work. And we're playing 3 sources of land ramp, Farseek 3 visits, and Nature's Lore. I like all these.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like all these.
Rottenmouth Viper maybe is the one that could go. It's a cool card, but then again, it's sacrifice a non-land permanent, and how relevant like token making is and flooding the board with stuff. It just feels it's the reason why we don't play like sack effects much like this anymore, because they're very easy to dodge around. Savala's Gross, Shriek Monolith, I like that. Slither Muse, I'm okay with cutting. Maybe cut subtlety.
This one?
Yeah, because it's when it leaves, you draw cards different to whoever has more cards than you, and I feel like we're the ones that's going to have a lot of cards in our hand.
Okay.
I think all this stuff has to stay.
Yeah, Leyline Mutation's good with our command. But you know what? I don't think we like this deck is high drops. Like I think Titan is our only big elemental.
We have some seven
It's
seven
only
drops.
it's only Morphon and Titan, and that's it.
Not Maelstrom Wanderer, Omnath,
Omnet, but
Sependrel.
No, the one up no. Oh yeah, the this one, yeah.
Yeah. Nyx Bloom Ancient. We have a bunch of 7 drops.
But it's not like a I guess like how many 6s and 7s do we have? Because like I'm just wondering how much of a reduction we get. So this technically counts even though we're not casting it from the grave. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Not a lot.
13 out of 30, 40 something creatures. Yeah, I don't think we play them. I don't think we really need it. I mean, I guess the difference about this one is it could be free.
Yeah, it's any because that's any card. So that could be like
Fist of Suns is the same.
All right.
But like, do we need this when only 10 of our 40 creatures are higher than 5? I don't think so.
All right, yeah.
That's such a small majority of the deck.
But I like Guild Pack because it sets our colors and manifests for us.
That's a Chromatic Lantern. That's different. That's just another. This is a free druid of, that's good. Wait a minute. That's kind of funny. I feel like there's some stupid combos you can do with that card. Rhyonic Gaming, hello, first time chat.
What's going on?
We're building Horde of Notions. Elemental Tribal.
Yeah, it was a request for us to build with no budget.
Yes.
It's definitely an interesting one because of how many elementals that exist.
Yes, and like some dumb ones that have been printed over time. Okay, so we need to cut 4 more cards. I don't want to cut too many elementals.
How many lands do we have? Because we have how many MDFCs? We have 2 creatures. Did we have any?
It's 36 lands. We have 3 MDFCs.
Okay.
And oh, cool. What are you using to craft? Architect. This website.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like Moxfield. We've just been using Architect for a while, so. Mm-hmm. And also we have a profile with like hundreds of decks on it, and I don't want to have to worry about transferring it all over.
That's the link. Yes. All right, so we only need to cut 4 cards, but thanks for joining us, Rhyonic Gaming. Ashai is ramp, so I don't want to cut that.
No, it also helps with all the landfall trigger stuff too.
Yes, sir.
So, Neil, consider myself in building my first deck. Who you building is your first one?
I'm assuming you've mostly just bought precons and now you're looking into building yourself. Zexara. Not a bad choice. How do we feel about Kindred Summons?
I love Kindred Summons. Oh right, this is the Hydra thing. Okay.
Yeah, when you cast X spells, you make copies.
I really like that one.
Yeah,
I actually kind of wanted to build that at one point because I love X spells.
it has a lot of infinites as well. Because it is just it's a 2-mana mana dork, so freed from the rail just goes infinite with it. In a black deck that can tutor it, yeah, it's a great commander.
So I've been playing with precons for a while.
That's a great precon. Well, yeah, listen, Magic is whatever you want to make it to be. Like, I honestly think Commander is not a single format anymore. We have formats within our format, which is the levels that you play at. Like,
You can always help me build it.
I'm never saying yes. We're always down to help people build stuff. I'm at the opinion now, and I don't know if Derek agrees with me, but there's not a 1 to 10 grade scale anymore. There's just levels we play at. Like, I think that there's just jank, which is like Forthos deck, like when the Commander Quarters guy made the I'm playing with only cards that sit in chairs. That kind of level where it's a terrible
Guys in
deck.
chair deck.
Yeah. And then there's Commander precons, which can be either equal to that or sometimes better than that, depending on how Forthos they make it. That's the second level. Then there's what we normally play at, which is casual, which is usually like a little bit of upgraded precons. And then we also play at higher powered casual. We have decks for both of those. And I also always keep a precon on me as well. And then there's CDH at the top level, which, yeah. That I don't think anybody should use rank your deck 1 to 5 anymore. It's what level do we want to play and what cards do we not want to play with. And that's it.
But yeah, if you have any deck build ideas you want us like to upgrade that one, did we build that one at one time?
Yes, we did a long time ago. Yeah.
There's probably got some upgrades that we can do for it.
For sure. X spells? Yeah, come on. What about maybe Kindred Dominance? I'm thinking because we have Ruinous and Cyclonic.
Yeah, I don't think we need that many. Like I said, like we're less trying to control and just making sure we get, because we have all the unblockable stuff. So like those board wipes, especially creature board wipes, are just so that we get to swing through clear and like get bombs off the board.
We do have like our one Hail Mary, the Eerie.
And honestly, we have some stuff that puts stuff back into our puts stuff into our graveyard. So it's not the worst.
Wait, did I put Seasons Past in? Hold on.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and then also we have Seasons Past, and we have the Balaged, and we have Muldrotha.
Yeah. So yeah, we're on every we're usually here on every Wednesday. So if you want, it looks like we have a job for next week, Tom.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
If you want to do a minor upgrade, that way it's not like we're building it from scratch and like rebuilding the whole deck. Or if you want us to do something along the lines, it's like whatever your budget is, whatever you want, we got you, fam.
Yeah, these two decks were suggested in our YouTube comments, and one of them gave us a price, which is this one. They wanted it to be $400, and we got that like right on top. This is a Coma deck. I don't know if you've. Who's this?
Oh, it's Bible of Industry. It says just win a game, 1 turn, 6, and all like cast and with.
1 turn 6 and only cast 260 treasures and made commander 7. Yep. Yeah, that commander's really strong.
I love Kamal. That's exactly what I run in my Druid deck too.
But yeah, these were suggested from our comments, and then we upload them on Saturdays. And all our links should be in the bio.
Yeah, so around 5:30, or if you follow, you'll probably get a notification when we go live, and we'll probably be building your deck next.
Yes.
Again, just like guys, let us know what kind of level you want us to put, just a minor upgrade or whatnot, or we just want a completely different one.
Oh, thanks for following us. We appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
We do still need to set up our Twitch affiliate stuff, because if you guys saw, we have the sub button, but we have not set up. We haven't had the time to set up our like PayPal or like where the money goes to yet. Uh, Wait a minute. Did I count the MDFCs right? Yes. It's just this one,
Yeah.
Glasspool Mimic, and Balagad. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
How many islands are we running?
Uh, are we counting dual lands as well, or
No, just like a basic.
just one? I ran
Okay.
one of each.
Okay, never mind.
But there's more islands because there's Hedge Maze,
Yeah.
Breeding
No,
Pool.
I was
there's
just thinking
Catcher.
about Seagate Resto. So I was like,
Oh, like you want? Yeah, you want to cut the island and play.
No, I want to keep one basic just in case.
Maybe we cut the least played one, which is the. Is it the white or like? Actually, we could cut a black because we have
Urborg.
Yeah, but if we want to have the option to get a basic, because we do have Vernon Catacombs,
Yeah.
but if you don't care, because I mean we have like the Overgrown Tomb and Ketria and Underground Mortuary, like. But if you want to cut like this and play a Seagate, I'm down. Because Seagate is so much better, and we're playing more blue anyway, so having 2 blue basic lands is fine.
So I'm going to put the deck list I am currently building into our deck, and maybe you can help me get into something more in the 350 to 400 range. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like we've even done like budget builds where like we've made like $60 decks that were absolutely savage.
So
Cascade.
I will say. Oh yeah, Derek. By the way, funny story about that deck. It's because Apex Devastator just got reprinted. That deck is back to being under $100. It's $93 again because Apex Devastator went from a $25 card to $4 now, and that was the only card that I had that was still like over like $1. But yeah, we built some nasty decks because we also do this thing called the $1 challenge, which is where you have to build the deck with everything that's $1 and under. And we've made some of our best decks with those, like Derek's Muldrotha and my Modi deck. It's definitely doable. How well you build a deck definitely trumps how much money you put into it, for sure. But obviously the commanders help. You still have to play a good commander. Like you can't just like play like a old commander from like I don't know, like some of the old bad commanders from like Kamigawa or I don't know. Yes. Yeah, Zexar is amazing. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, we've built it before, but we haven't done it in a while.
Any commander is good if you want if you're depending what you're playing it as, because like if you're in a group of all people who want to play just some funny jank stuff, so it's more so what your play group is and what they like their kind of power level is.
We
But you
gotta
can have fun and build anything.
we gotta cut 3 cards.
Is it really weird to say that Omnath of Creation, or what about Thicket Crasher? It just gives all of our stuff trample. Do we care? Some of our stuff isn't all that big anyway, or all the big ones already have trample.
Well, we do have the unnatural growth in Zopandrel. Is there a worse elemental that we have than just giving trample? Also want to make sure that we don't cut like too many out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. We have 32 elementals right now. So, I mean, we don't have to play Maha.
Sure, we don't.
Like, we're not really doing anything with it. Like, yeah, it's a nightmare card, but people aren't gonna like seeing it, you know? I feel like Maha's turning into like that Tergrid card where people just don't want to see it.
So yeah, same with thicket crasher, the thing that gives them all trample. I think that's okay to come out.
You're thinking this one?
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of the elementals already have trample, so it's kind of like there's some redundancy there.
Yes. One card to cut. One ring to rule them all.
The geoscope, I'm also kind of just okay with.
Wait, we need to play Decanter.
Ah, shit, now we got to cut too.
Well, we could technically like do Decanter and cut like one of these like.
The prismatic geoscope, I'm kind of just with.
We do have like 21 basics or something, but if you're
But this thing is Timeless Lotus does that without having to get the conditions.
No, you're right. Yeah, and I think that Decanter and all of these are just better.
And like I said, having all 5 colors isn't as important really because it's only for our commander. It's more so just good mana fixing, and that doesn't really mana fix as well.
No. But our commander is crazy with Bloom Tender and the other one because it's a 5-color boy. So we got to cut one more card.
Let's do your instants and sorceries again.
It's not
go to sorceries.
Okay, so it's Eerie Ultimatum, Farseek, Last March, Balagid, Nature's Lore, Rishkars, Ruinous, Seagate, 3 visits, Season Pass.
Hmm.
And I don't think it's any of the instants. I mean, we could cut return. Like one of the things that lets us draw multiple.
All right, because we need to make sure we have our board. Okay, let's do it.
And I think Last March and Rishkars is a little better. Okay. You know, it didn't end up being as much as I thought.
One land.
Jesus.
2 lands.
What? Solitude just wants to be drawn.
3 lands and a Bramble. That's not too bad. And play off an Animar that we can play.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess the Elemental.